Hello everyone and welcome back to my Vanilla Plus mod pack. I hope you guys enjoy episode 24. In the last episode, what we started doing was working on the city, which we didn't make too much progress. I think the last time was a short episode, I think. But we kind of started with this with this house and this area here. I think what we're actually gonna do is finish this off at some point today, but we're not gonna keep going on this section. What I want to do is start working in more skyscraper type of buildings, some things that are a little bit bigger than this. As much as I love these might stay secluded in this little area over here. What I think I am gonna do is make this a road, and we're gonna make big buildings on the side of this road, like skyscrapers and things like that. So I think that's what we're doing today. We're gonna just make our first road, we're gonna kind of outline it, and then we're gonna also start outlining some buildings and where we want them to go. So I'm very excited to actually start doing this, so let's get started in placing these buildings down and the path to get to them. Alright, so here's a basic strip of road we're gonna start building our buildings off of on this side of these things, and I'm gonna start outlining, I think, the area, but I think this makes sense. I think for now we're gonna keep it just as endstone, but of course I think at some point we're gonna actually decorate this a little more, maybe, I guess, depending on what we put down. I mean, like, this is still cobblestone. It's not gonna stay like this. Most of that cobblestone will disappear. It is just kind of like a building material that we've been using. So what I'm gonna do right now, I think, is just kind of start outlining where we want these buildings to go, and I want them to be kind of big, but at the same time I don't want them to be obnoxiously, annoyingly massive and have no purpose at any point anywhere here. So all I'm going to do is just kind of make a square kind of for all of these buildings, because I do kind of want them to be somewhat simple. So we're going to start making like these boxes that we will contain the buildings in. They might overflow into the street. I like that idea that they kind of like, the street might have come after or was expanded after, and the house still kind of flows into it. You know, it looks kind of nice. I want to make it look kind of compact and busy, but at the same time I want it to be green and overflowing with plants and things like that. So cyberpunk, but you know, solar punk, right? I guess essentially like that, but it's more of a fun green type of thing. So yeah, let's get started with this and see how far we get into actually outlining these things. All right, so I think the outlines behind me make sense for a good start. These buildings might be kind of tiny, and I'm okay with that. I think as long as, you know, they make somewhat sense. Maybe the walls will go a little farther back here, because I want this one block gap to be in the middle anyways. But yeah, I want these to be kind of compact, but still spacious to put something in there. I'm just not sure what. Or maybe they'll not be filled with anything, and maybe they'll just be kind of decorative. Or they could have something kind of on the outside, and they're just kind of like, you know, shelters, outdoor shelter things instead of actual buildings. Of course, this one will be a building, and this one will be a building, but this thing might just be like a little canopy thing or something like that. I don't know. But for right now, what we're gonna do is start planning this thing. I don't have a lot of time to go into a creative world and be like, okay, all these are the items I need, and this is what I want to do. I mean, I would love to do that. I just don't have the time right now to do that. I wish I did, but maybe eventually. So right now, what we're gonna do is start basically putting down what we want here. So I think just making a basic building is gonna be kind of fun. So let's just start with a little time lapse and see how far we get with the materials that we have, and you know, how tall we want to make this and how interesting we want this to be. So let's get started. All right, so right behind me there is the outline of what I want the buildings to be. I think that top floor is going to be a top of the roof floor. A lot of these buildings are going to have crops and things like that at the top of them, just to kind of push that point through, and hopefully some leaves spilling over. But it's a basic, you know, it kind of looks like a city building, but at the same time it looks, you know, like it's a part of nature, and it's made out of materials that are reusable. It's not really harming the environment and things like that. So that's hopefully what I'm going for. It's cobblestone and wood and just kind of things that are around here, like the end stone that's not harming anything around here. So as it goes on, I think we're going to be filling up this building. We're going to see what we can do with it. But for right now, I guess we could talk a little through what I want to do. I want to fill out these floors with, I think, just the basic materials for now. We'll probably go back and replace them. So what we're going to do is just kind of make all the floors out of spruce wood. We'll probably go back and decorate a little bit more. But for right now, I think this is good, at least to get the building looking a little more complete. But after this, we're going to go out to the outside and see what we can do to make some depth and some things to kind of stick out and, you know, look nice, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do at the top floor, but I think for right now, like I said, I'm gonna just kind of fill it in. We'll figure it out later, but it seems to be okay for now. I think it's pretty fine. We'll probably actually put some crops on top of the wood instead of actually embedded in like the other building was over there. So the dirt's not sticking through the floor, because I don't want it to look like that. I want it to look a little nicer. So we're gonna work on that. But that finishes all the ground, so now we can walk through this building and it looks a little nicer. Now, finishing out the rest of the walls and stuff, what we're probably gonna do is kind of put the pulverized cobblestone here. I don't know if there's an equivalent. I don't know what I would actually use in vanilla, but since I'm using the mods, I might as well use some of these blocks. So this is pulverized cobblestone. It just lets me use a block that we have tons and tons of, and I can reuse it for something actually nice and looks interesting. Also, we have this little balcony with the diagonal fences, so that's something I can only do as well here. It looks kind of funky, but I think it's kind of funny. I'm very interested in it, and I want to keep working with this. But as you can see, I want to put some more depth. Like these things, it would be really nice to have some stuff like this. So probably some more stairs and things kind of around to stick out and give some depth to this building, because yeah, it's going to be a very interesting one. I would like to keep that line, so maybe this might change, or maybe it'll stay like that. I don't know. Not too bad. I don't hate that. What we probably will do is this combination of birch and this cobblestone block to kind of fill in the rest of the rooms. I'm not sure if I love this color combination, but it's not too terrible. I like the high contrast in a lot of stuff that I do. So this birch and this cobble are, well, they're not super high contrast, but these are, and then it's not gonna show, but hopefully we can bring that back into the inside once it's like visible. And obviously we're probably gonna put some windows in here and things like that, but right now let's just fill up all these floors with this material, and then we're gonna continue actually decorating. We'll probably do that together once we'll kind of talk through it. Okay, so all the walls are filled in. I think it looks like a mess. I don't know exactly how we're gonna fix this up, but I think the birch isn't completely the issue here. I think it's also a little bit of the lighting, since the birch looks really weird when it's dark. Oh no, I wanted to put down a torch. That's not good. All right, so with some lighting put in, I don't think it's that bad of a thing, but what we're gonna do is actually decorate the outside with, you know, some other stuff. I think for right now, yeah, this doesn't make a lot of sense. The only thing I am gonna do, I think, is actually change this out to spruce, because this first floor looks really stupid from the outside the way it looked before. So I think having this as a fresh spruce thing all the way around, actually this should also be spruce probably. I think this whole line should go all the way across. That makes more sense. Even if it's not super visible with that, it looks, you can see it right here and right here. That makes more sense. It looks much nicer even if it's not super visible from all sides, but that looks fine. I think most of that's good. If anything, I'm gonna actually change this out for birch. This doesn't look very good. I don't like it. So what we're gonna do is put a block there, put a stair, and a stair. I think that's how we're gonna do that. It looks okay. What we probably would normally do is actually this and this, and we probably still can. Actually, I do like that look much better. It's just, I guess I could also put the fences around so we can make it look a little nicer. So where is, I need my fences. I need 2 more. They must be in here. Yes, there's 2 more in here. Great. All we're gonna do is kind of fill in the rest of that instead of doing the diagonal fences. As cool as it is, it sometimes isn't the right choice. So I need another one. Oh, I do have another one. Okay, they weren't just together. So this looks nicer, right? I think this looks much better having a little thing here, and we'll probably put one up top, but I think that looks good. At least maybe on the next floor up here. That makes more sense to balance this back out. I wanted to have this to balance, but I think it's uneven, or it feels uneven. So I think we just need at least one more there. So we're gonna kind of put that in there as well. So let me get up there and start outlining that section. Go, and there we go. So this should be here, and we're gonna just do the same thing. So a block here and a bunch of stairs. So I just need to make more stairs, which that should be enough for now. All right, that's good. So now all I gotta do is make the actual the things. So we just gotta make a few fences. All right, and for balancing purposes, I think that looks much better. The only thing I still don't completely like is this spruce. I think for the front, we might go with just spruce. And then for the sides and stuff, it doesn't matter as much. But having things a little uneven because of this, I don't like that. I might have to do this on this side just to make it look nice. Although this side probably won't be visible. It'll be covered by a small building. Actually, no, it won't be covered by an entire building. Let's actually change that because it looks weird. So changing it on every floor would be kind of nice. So let's put that in just to kind of mock up where the ladder is on this side and make it match. Okay, I think that's good. And then the other thing that we're gonna do is head back down and go fix the spruce that we were talking about. This, or actually I think it's on all floors, right? That's what we're talking about. So what we're probably gonna do is actually add a window here on every floor, so it's gonna be like that. And then we're gonna also just kind of fix this up because this doesn't make a lot of sense and it doesn't look as good. So we just need to disconnect all this and then we can vein mine this out. So having a window here, this goes there, and that makes a little more sense for the fronts. Yeah, that looks much better actually. I do like that much more. And then this is even on this side. Even though it might not be perfect, it is still even, which is much nicer. We might actually add another pillar here and we'll put some windows in from there. I'm not sure, but we'll find that out in a second once we start doing more decorations and stuff like that. I think that'd be fun. And then we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with those upstairs, but this will probably be the last thing we do. So let's go back down and see if there's anything else specifically we want to fix. Maybe start outlining some windows, and then we're gonna start actually decorating these rooms really quickly. At least a little, I hope. Not fully, but we'll see what we got. I don't know exactly what we have. All right, so it's time to actually go start building some of this stuff. So I had a crazy idea. Let's do this with this color. I haven't really looked at this, but like stick with me because this might be interesting. It might be okay. I'm not actually sure if that's the right level. Is that where I want it? No, let's put it higher. Let's put it one more higher. Okay, I think that looks okay. I think it's not too bad. So what we're doing is putting it on the top layer of these cobble things. So we're gonna do that to the whole thing, or at least 2 of these sections, right? That's kind of all we got, unless I did it on the ground floor. So we got these 2 sections. Oops, don't want to do that. Want to put this back down. Now, finishing those 2 off, I think that looks not too bad. I like the pop of color. And we're probably gonna do that to the top as well. So we just need to get up there and actually go put these down. So instead of actually, because we don't have a top layer here, I'm gonna just kind of put them up there. Hopefully you can see this properly. But it looks kind of interesting. I actually like this color. You know, I never found a proper use for these stairs, but if it's not like the main color, it's not too bad. And let me take out the dirt out of your way, and hopefully you can see that. Hopefully I can see that a little bit better. I'm okay with that. I actually really like that color. And I think we're gonna do this pretty much all the way around, or at least on the sides. The back might have something different, but I think, I just don't know. I want to have the sides at least even, and we're gonna have some more decoration in here too, but let's see. I think I want to cap these off, so we're gonna actually fill this back in again. Hold on, let me get back up to the top. We need to actually do something to close off this color here, and oops, that's not helpful. I think that's not bad. What do the trapdoors look like? They look like this. I think we're gonna do this. I think that makes sense to me. So we're gonna take these out, and we're actually gonna put in a block, a solid one, and we're gonna do this for all the sides, or all the edges, and we're gonna cover them with trapdoors to give us some, you know, some spaces and some stuff like that. So I just need to fill in a little more of these. So I need a trapdoor here. Oops, not there. Actually, I think these have different textures. I think they have a different texture on top to bottom. Which one did I, oh no. Okay, so we're gonna go top to bottom. So we need to do this on the right end. So we gotta do this and then bring it down, do this, bring it down. And then on this one, I think it doesn't really matter that much, but there. So that looks okay. I think that looks like a good ender piece there. So we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side. So grabbing this should be good. We'll get that dirt out of the way in a second. I need more of these things. Do I have more redwood on me? I know I do. It's in the shulker. No, it's not in the shulker. It's in my bag, which is in my inventory. I have a ton of these. Oh, I have trapdoors in here. A good thing I have some for some reason. Anyways, back up the staircase. Okay, and that is all of that done. Let me get the dirt out of here just really quickly. I need to grab that one too. And there goes into the void. Oh no! Well, I think we should unbind Q. I think that's a good idea. I actually just tossed the shovel into the... Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. This is why I usually unbind Q, because it usually does something like that. Okay, well we need a backup shovel. Well, before we go get another one. I think that was a good one too. It had mending and stuff on it. Oh, anyways. Okay. All right, so this is the start of the decorations. We need to actually go pick up everything that we dropped in there, and then we get to actually fill in some more stuff. As you can see, there's like an uneven design with this cobble on the inside. So we're probably gonna actually fix it from the other end, because I think it would just look a little nicer if we actually filled it in on this side, made it a little more even. So I'm gonna go through all the floors really quickly and then just kind of, you know, put in the cobble where it should go, because I think it'll look nicer. So we'll do this on all floors actually. So I'll fix it on the other side while you're looking at this side. So we're just gonna kind of do everything while we're here, because I do think it'll be nicer. It should look a little nicer because it's a little more even. Having this line on one end is just kind of strange. But yeah, okay. Let's go back to decorating. Yeah. That looks much better with this kind of setup the way it is. So I'm happy with that. The only thing I do kind of want to do is fill out the bottom and fix that. Since we don't have a red color towards the bottom, I'm going to just end up putting some slabs, I think, at the bottom here. Or not some slabs, some trapdoors of the redwood tree, and put it on the ground so this looks a little nicer. So this kind of square kind of fills out the rest of it. And then the design changes a little on the way up because there's not an even number, or an uneven number of these things. There's an even number of them. So the bottom is the only place that looks a little different. These ones will probably have windows. I assume what we're going to do is kind of open up a window here, I think. At least there, maybe actually along the whole thing. I'm not 100% sure about what we're gonna do, but that might do it. That might be like our window for these floors. Because I think the floor is a little higher. So if you, oh, actually no, it is on the lower end. Never mind. So instead we're gonna actually take out the bottom one and make the window here. That should look a little nicer. I think that looks better. Yeah, we're gonna do that to all the floors. So we'll put some more windows in here because I do want it to look a little nice. You should be able to see outside, right? I mean, I think that makes sense. So here you can actually see the staircase from the inside. It looks kind of nice. All right. and that's all of them out. Let's get up here and see what we want to do next, because I need to actually take a look at this and see how we want to decorate the rest of it, because this will be fun. It'll be interesting. What we might do, since this is spruce, I might put some birch fencing along a lot of the edges here, maybe on like these edges right here. We're gonna put some birch yep, close enough. Fencing along all of this, and I don't know if we'll do that. I don't know if that looks nice. I don't know if we do. This is smaller than that, right? No. Okay. Oops. Oh no. Okay. I don't like that. That doesn't look nice. I'm gonna change it, but there could still be a gradient all the way out, over to it. But actually, let's just look at it without it. I think there should still be something up there. I'm just not sure what right now, but it might just be like slabs, maybe. And I think it should be. Actually, I don't know. There's a lot of other materials in here already. Let's just fill in all these fences and then we'll decide after because I can't make up my mind on this. All right. So actually what we're going to change is actually put these all the way to the ground. So instead of having these trapdoors, we're going to fill it in down here. So we can have these fences go all the way down. So looking at this, I think it looks kind of nice. It gives you some depth in the building, which is really nice. And it looks much better than the when we actually started. I'm not done yet though. I think one of the other things we need to add is maybe some leaves and things. And what we might do, at least on this side, is have this walkway a little bigger. So what we're going to put down is probably some moss. Do we have any moss? Yes, we do. So we're going to put the moss down here, and we're still going to cover it with this redwood stuff, but it's going to be covered like that. And it's probably have plants and things on them. It'll grow. I don't have any bone meal on me, maybe, possibly. There is a bone in here. I'll take that. I'll take a bone out, and we'll just kind of like grass. Yep, grass it up. That's fine. I'll take that. That's something. It looks a little nicer, so I'm okay with that. There's a little bit of plants in here. It looks good. We'll continue putting more things in here like this later, but I think what we'll probably do is actually put some leaves. Since the outline is all spruce logs, we'll probably just put some leaves around it. That makes the most sense to me, at least. Maybe I make it look like kind of like trees or something, but we'll see, because we just still need to decorate the other sides, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So that'll be the last thing that goes on. Now, what do we do to fill in the top? I feel like that lip on the top is missing something. It needs to have something else, and it might honestly be like spruce. The spruce stair or slab might do it. I'm not 100% sure what we want to go with. I kind of like having it there though, so we probably are gonna go with the slabs. So how does that look there? How is that looking? I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's a little dark as well. I don't know if it's gonna even be visible. And let's put some torches down just to see what that changes anything. It's not my favorite. I will say that it doesn't look great because it doesn't connect to the fences very well. The thing that would connect to a fence very well is a staircase here, and oh yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. Hold on, let me get some more stairs. Okay, some stairs, some slabs, and some spruce doors and spruce trapdoors. Actually, I think that's what we're gonna do all the way up. That makes the most sense to me. And then as well, we can also flatten that out there. Maybe that could look a little nice. Yeah, I think that's good. I think we could do that. I think that's a good way to do this. Okay, this is actually not going too bad. I'm happy with it. Let's move on to the next ones and finish those off. Where's my dirt? All right, and that is all of the windows done. I don't think we're missing much out of these. I think actually having some glass in them will finish a little bit more of it off, but I think that's good. I'm happy with where that is, and that'll probably be it. The only thing I can think of is actually, instead of having redwood in these things, having like a glowstone, or just for now, I guess a torch could go in there just to kind of fill it in. But I think we probably will put a solid block and of glowstone or something like that. Maybe frog lights. I don't know if we have the ability to get. I haven't really ever gotten. So we'll probably put some light blocks in there so this isn't dark. But yeah, I think that is it for the end on this side. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but let's start figuring out what we want to do with the back side, because it might be a little different. I'm not 100% sure what we're gonna do here. All right, so here we are on the other side, really quickly finishing off the same thing that we did on the other side, and we're gonna just kind of copy it all over. So this is gonna look very similar. I'm gonna just do the same thing over again, which shouldn't be too hard. All I'm gonna do is just copy it. So you've already seen this. Let's move on to the backside once I'm finished with this thing. All right, so now with the side walls completed, we're gonna start working on whatever we're gonna do with this back wall. And actually, I had an idea that's gonna ruin everything we just did. Well, kind of not everything, but a lot of what we just did might have to be redone, because I want to actually extend these blocks here out one instead of having them end where they do end. This might be interesting to do on the back side. Let's see. How does that look if it's extended a block? because I like the way it is, but maybe unless we do something completely different with this. Yeah, I don't like that. No, we're gonna put it back. I'm removing that. So instead of that, what we're probably gonna do is flatten out this back wall with a bunch of redwood trapdoors instead of using the staircases in its locations. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just kind of trade it out for the spots that we have. So since this back wall probably won't get seen much, I just want to finish this off, but it should be fine. It's not like anybody's looking at this side anyways, and I probably won't move around to it anyways at any point, but we can see if there's anything that we really need to finish. Maybe we could extend this a little. I kind of want to have some kind of roof here, so maybe we will put something here in this space. What? I do not know. That hasn't been thought of, unless we really just do the same thing we've been doing on the other side, which is fine. We could do that. I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, actually the house is right there. We're gonna be seeing this unless there's another building that goes here. We're gonna be seeing this building pretty often. I do think that makes sense on top of the wood though. That looks nice. We're probably gonna extend up the same way the other things are set up, but it should be good if we just kind of put a block here and then maybe do the staircase thing with this and then bring a slab right in the middle and finish it off like that. That might be interesting. Or have maybe this could go on the upper block. That looks a little nicer. Yeah, there's like a physical difference there. That should be good. And then the other thing we could do is, no, I don't know. I don't like, this is bothering me a little. I kind of want it to be a slab. Would it look good as a slab? I feel like in my head that it would look better, but at the same time I don't think it will. It's fine. Yeah, we're changing that up. Okay, so now moving up, we're gonna do the same thing on all the floors. So we're gonna kind of just, oops, don't do that. We're gonna kind of just do the same thing on every side because I think that should be fine. And yeah, make the same design and everything. It should be good. All we gotta do is actually fill this stuff in. I have run out of redwood yet again. I think I keep putting it away. All right, and there we go. That should be the completed wall. Now looking at it, I'm okay with that. We just actually gotta put in those birch fences. I forgot about those when I went up there. I slipped my mind, okay? I didn't remember. I was thinking about the design and I was like, this will probably be fine. But there we go. So let's just fill these back in and then that'll be probably the last thing we add into here. I don't know. Maybe there could be something else we fit in if I can figure out a way to put anything else in here. But now looking at it again, there could be something in the middle, but what might go here instead is actually windows to the inside. So let's go inside and see what that looks like. Maybe opening up the windows, we could, I don't know, maybe it'll look better if we just have a hole there. On the first floor, this is a good middle, I think. What does it look like on the outside? Yeah. We can do that, but for the top, what we're probably gonna do actually, instead of having these in actual windows, we're probably gonna just fill this in with some other blocks. So let me get my birch out. So what we're gonna do is put that flap there, put the flap there, and then put a slab that we do not have, slab there, and this is our window. So it'll stay always open. I don't know about the other ones, but at least these will be like this. So moving on, we're gonna do this to every floor. It should be fine. It looks kind of nice, actually. I actually really do like the way it looks. So what we're gonna do is the same thing. So slab there, and then some birch planks, or not planks. I call these things planks all the time. Birch trapdoors here. I guess I never use trapdoors for like anything, so it slips my mind that that's a word and that's a thing. I don't use it for anything ever. I mean, decoration is probably the only reason I'd use these blocks. And yeah, okay, let me just move that block out of the way that's floating there, and then that's everything. Okay, now I think that is a completed wall and probably a completed building. If I'm not mistaken, we could... Actually, no, we couldn't. That would look kind of strange. But I think it's okay with the way the things did. It looks a little flushed. It's not as three-dimensional, I guess, as everything else is, but it looks quite nice. Oh, we haven't filled out the windows on the other side. I also need to do that. Let me do that as well. But yeah, let's get back into our camera and move up, and then we'll start doing something else. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good completed building. It makes most sense. Oops, not done. It's not finished. Hold on. I need to put some of these here. There we go. That finishes. Okay, now it's a completed building. I think that looks good. The outside is done. Now all we got to do is actually fill in the inside, which I think shouldn't be too difficult. We just got to start decorating the indoors, which I'm not really good with interiors, but I'm excited to try. And there probably will be some things that I just don't have right now, like pots and stuff. So we'll also figure that out later. But actually, I need to actually do something with the front of this building, and I don't have an idea yet. We probably are going to actually just continue this. So let's look at the front of the building really quickly. I think let's look at this real fast and let's put in this kind of motif on the same thing on the other side. Yeah. This should work. So let's just fill this in here. We're gonna put our trapdoor, and then we're gonna put our stairs that go there. Nope, not there actually. It should be on the other side. We need to put God, where are the blocks? I don't have anything in my inventory. There we go. So block there, stair there, and then remove the dirt that is here, and then do the same thing on the other side, because that should be fine. There we go. Okay, that at least makes a little more sense. We're almost done. All we gotta kind of do is fill in this thing, and then on the same side, on the same thing on the other side, and that should be everything. I think that matches the other side of the building, which makes sense, and that's good. I'm very happy with that. So we'll work on it more later. Did we actually decide that these should be slabs? I think we did decide that those should be slabs, but I think moving up, we just didn't do that. I do like them as slabs more. I don't know when I just forgot. At a certain point, I just kind of forgot that these were supposed to not be full blocks. Whoops, let me change it over here so this looks nice, and then we're gonna change it on the back side as well. Okay, now it is all done and fixed and properly done and whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, this is gonna be the only building we do today, just because it's the only way that I can do episodes right now. It's probably gonna be very slow progress on this city, but it's going well. There we go, there's the item that I was missing. Okay, great. So now let's head back up to the top and go see what we want this to look like, because this is gonna be a very interesting section to fill in here. So we can put that there just maybe to kind of make the roof look a little nicer. Yeah. I think on both sides it looks good. I'm gonna leave it like that because I just need to fill in a spot. I don't want there to be such a massive gap. And then what we're gonna do is decide what we want to do up here. I think we are gonna probably put some moss blocks in places just to kind of fill in, you know, some sections here that look, you know, like they need some more stuff. So what we're gonna do is kind of get some more trapdoors, which we're using quite a lot, and it actually is a lot more expensive than I thought it would to be using said trapdoors. Like, oh my god, this costs a lot of wood. At least I have some vein miner and stuff like that to help me, but oh man, it's a lot. I really need to do that stuff. And plus we have the botany pots, that's true. I also need to probably make more of those so we can have that automated and just going all the time. And then yeah, we'll probably put some crops in here, probably some like flowers and things, but for right now this is all we're gonna do. I think that's okay. Moving down though, what we're gonna go down to is the first floor and start decorating what we're gonna have down here. All right, so looking at the front of this house, what we're gonna do is start putting some decoration in, which I think we're gonna put a wall there just to kind of make it look kind of nice. All we're gonna do is put some highlights of red on this thing on the bottom, and probably put some, you know, stairs and things up. Not stairs, these aren't stairs, these are fences. Fences towards the top of the building just to kind of put some depth and stuff that's going on towards the top. And then we're gonna kind of fill in some of this, you know, with this material at the top, this kind of trapdoor stuff up here. Maybe just gives it a little bit more depth into the room. Hopefully this kind of brings in a little bit more of just like a deeper feeling. Maybe the roof will feel a little taller if we do this. And yeah, we're gonna do this on all ends, so that looks good. I think that looks interesting, and that's a good start for the roof. Now what we're gonna start doing is actually decorating the indoors, which I want to fill in some stuff here. So maybe this could be some kind of like table or something. Maybe that's fine actually. We'll do that, and then we'll put some, we'll probably put some this is a fences instead. So let me get this up here, and then we're gonna put that there, and that'll be a fun interesting table that we're gonna leave there. Should be fine, I think. Moving on, I think we're gonna leave it like that. I like the red. I do like having red in here. So what we're gonna do from there, we're gonna actually grab out some normal materials that probably should be in like a normal house, or at least for like players and things. So we're gonna put a crafting table down somewhere. I think here is a good spot to put a crafting table, and then from there we're also gonna make a furnace and put some of those down just to kind of have some like natural things in here and like chests and things like that. So a few furnaces down there, and just, you know, some chests around. Let's use the birch wood since we have quite a bit of it, and put the birch chests right here, and then maybe cover these up actually with spruce things here. I can't put that there. That's annoying. that's kind of annoying. Okay, so we're gonna do that and then put a slab on top, or not a slab. We're gonna put this, and we're gonna put a trapdoor on top. That should look a little nicer. Yeah, trapdoor there, and we're gonna put a trapdoor here. Can we put a trapdoor there? I need to grab this first, and then put this there, and then we're gonna kind of just put a thing up there, which I think. Oh, there's a roof. Oh no, there's a roof there. That's not good. I've decorated too much in here. There's no space to put anything else, and I can't put a chest on that because it's gonna be underneath. So what we're gonna do is actually make a table and put the chest on top of said table, and that's the way this is gonna look. There we go. So we could also finish off said table like that, and it'll be a very, you know, fine, okay table. We're gonna just actually, we can fill in this side, we can't fill in this side. That's okay. That's fine. You're actually looking at it from this side, I think. So It looks better on the other side. It's okay. It's fine. I don't hate that. So we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna put this down. Actually, one more, and we are gonna call this room finished for now. I think that we could put more stuff. I think I want to put some carpets in here. Do we have enough moss? We could put a moss carpet towards the bottom. That would be good. Oh, actually, we have moss carpets. Perfect. We're gonna use a moss carpet here. That's what we want. That's good. I like that. We can't put it anywhere else pretty much other than there. So that's our first room done. I just need to actually put some lighting in here other than these torches. I guess honestly these torches are fine. We're gonna just kind of fill that in and that should be good. Yeah, there's enough lighting in here. I think that's the first room finished. Let's move on to the second room up here. Now I do kind of want to do that thing with the chest, and we're gonna probably put it somewhere where we can actually do that. So here we are. So putting in the spruce things here, we can put our chest down there. And well, actually what we probably could do is make this into a closet. So instead of having these things, we could put some doors down because I like these solid spruce doors that they have. So we have quite a lot of doors now, and I think we gotta be on the inside actually. So we need to get up here, put a door, and oh no, they all open. That's not good. So they all open at the same time, which is a little bad, but that's fine. Okay, the only thing I do want to actually change though is that this opens on the wrong side. So I need to open this, click it on this end. There we go, that should open properly. So at least if you're from the front, you probably can't see that issue. Or we can actually instead do these with trapdoors, and maybe that'll fix the problem. Hopefully these don't auto click as well. How do I put a slab here? There we go. They're called trapdoors. I don't understand why I don't call them the trapdoors. What does this do? No, it doesn't open them. Great. Okay, so that does fix the issue. Let's take these out then. All right, there we go. That should be good. I just need to close that, and that's perfect. Now they actually open together, and you can kind of see outside through this closet, which is actually quite an interesting closet. I love that. It's funny. But yeah, so all we're gonna do is probably cover that up on the outside, actually, if I want to think about that. So we're going to cover this up like so, and then we just need to get back in there and fill in the rest of the things with another set of chests. So we just need to fill in one more. Okay, that's our closet done. I think it's in a weird spot, but that's fine. It's like the only place it could really fit with these trapdoors and things, so I'm happy with it there. Now, the other thing that we probably should have, which I don't think we have any of, is wool for a bed. I don't think we have that, but we will put a bed down at some point somewhere. We just don't have the materials for it right now, which kind of sucks. I do wish we had. There's also barrels. Barrels is something that I haven't decorated with just yet, but I do want to use for certain things. I think we're going to kind of put one there and one there, and then another one here, and then we're going to kind of just put some trapdoors maybe. No, actually, I kind of like the barrels on top and the way they look. And where are our trapdoors? Did we run out? I think we ran out of spruce trapdoors. That's not good. We need more trapdoors. And then we're gonna kind of put one. Oh, hi, Enderman. What are you doing over there? We're gonna kind of just can't really put anything anywhere. The only thing I can put is here, and I can put something on top of that, which would probably be like a pot or a plant. I just don't have any currently. Fun. Okay, well, we're gonna put like a red leaf on top of that, and I think for right now that's this room finished because there's nothing else that we can really physically do. There's gonna put a table on the edge there, and that's pretty good. It's a spacious room. I think it makes a lot of sense. Nah, it just has a little bit of extra space, so what we're probably gonna do is put a carpet in here. I just don't have the moss. Do I have moss? There's moss outside. I'm gonna go get the moss that's outdoors. Can't get out there. Yay, I got it. Okay, great. There should be moss in here. Yes, there is actually quite a lot of moss and a bunch of other stuff. I'm gonna take this with me because at this point I think I just need it. So the moss is coming with me. There we go. All we got to do is make a few carpets, which these are Heyhey carpets. Yeah. So that should be pretty good. I think that makes a lot of sense. So great. That fills in the rest of the space. I'm happy with that. Let's move on to the third floor. So looking at this floor, we do need some more torches and stuff in here. I think I'm going to just kind of put it up there and we'll figure out the rest later. But I need more spruce wood. We are running low. Do we have any in reserve? Like anywhere? Oh God, are we out of spruce? We're like almost out of spruce. Maybe there's some in here. Oh no. Okay, well there's this kind of wood. I guess I'll take that. That's fine. I hate using this one, but it's okay. That's because it's like it combined it and it's whatever. Anyways, let's get out some fences and put them down in the corner. That fills out a little bit of section there. We're gonna put a table here. I just need to make more more trapdoors, if you could guess. I need to take this out of the space because it confused me. And we'll fill in the carpets later. I think that'll be like the last addition to a lot of this stuff because I don't know where things should be. So yeah, we're gonna put a furnace there, and we're probably gonna put a barrel here and maybe one up there just to kind of have them. And we're going to put a trapdoor underneath. No, we can't actually put one there because there's a table there. So we can put this somewhere else. There will be pretty good. There's a barrel up there. I like that a lot. And then we're going to probably just kind of put that there, and no, that's not going to work. I'm not going to put that there. We're going to put something there. I just don't know what. It'll probably be a plant or a moss block like that. That'll be good. It's like mostly contained, I guess. And then we're gonna put a door, maybe. A door? Is a door a good one? I don't know. A door's kind of funny there. It's kind of fun. Let's make this little crevice here. Okay, so that's good. Now let's put some stairs, and we'll put something here. Maybe we'll put this will be like a desk table thing. We're gonna kind of put this there, and that should be good. I think all we're gonna have to do left here is actually make a few carpets and fill in the rest of the floor space with them, because it looks really nice when you have carpets in here. And that is our last floor done of this building, and that is so sick. All we have left is the roof, actually. And I don't know, we're not completely done with this building. There probably will be changes that we make later. And I'm sorry if this is a long episode. I have been talking through this entire build, but it has been quite fun, actually. I really am enjoying this. So moving on, how do we do this? So what we could do is actually, I kind of want to replace some of these with doors, because the doors are kind of fun to have in certain places. So like there and there, we're going to put some doors. That makes sense to me. I think that's good. So there's a door and there's a door. Now, I do want to make it more green and more, you know, like there's end stone and kind of stuff kind of leaking into here. Also some leaves and things, which I guess this is finally the point where we can start putting things like that down. We have a ton of leaves, so I'm going to just use our regular oak leaves that we got. We have a ton of them. I'm going to put them here and just in places that feel like they should be, you know, where they should be filling in. So there's a bunch of end stone here, which is nice, that we're going to kind of just put in, but I don't think we're going to put it everywhere. I like the color though. The contrast on that thing is fun. But yeah, that fills in that. I don't know if we'll put one there, but this greenifies the rest of this area, and we'll probably put a pot with like a flower thing in here. But I think that's kind of the roof we're gonna do here. What we're probably also gonna do is put like, I don't know, like a block or two of actually we can waterlog these leaves, so I can actually use that in the build. So we're gonna put some crops here and then cover them up with some birch, I think, because we don't have a lot of this pop of color here. I'm gonna make some more trapdoors. I will learn that word by the end of the series, I swear. Move. No, not that one. There we go. And then we're going to waterlog this leaf here. And we're also going to just grab out more water. Where's the water? There it is. And then we're going to put some seeds down if we have seeds, because I don't think we have seeds. Let me go get some, because it's not that far away. They're just a little bit away since we made that farm over there earlier. Let me grab a few, and then we're going to come back to this. I'm harvesting both of these really quickly. Let's go back up to that building and plant a few of those seeds. Right, there's no lighting. I need to fix that. That's another issue of these things. I don't like that. But there we go. There's a little bit of seeds in here. There's a bit of plants. It looks quite nice. The waterlogged leaf is great. I love using that as a building thing. And then of course we have a little bit of bones, I think, in our inventory somewhere. Oh man, where did they go? I think they're in the shulker box. Hold on, let me get that out. Yes, they are in the shulker box. So let me take a few of these out so I can bone meal these moss blocks and see if we get anything. That gave me a moss carpet. That gave me grass. Can I get, okay, tall grass is fine, I guess. I would like to get like an azalea. Is it not possible to do that? Oh, that grass grew. Oh, I was like, it grew in a torch. I was like, no, I put the torch down after. That makes sense. It's in my offhand. There we go. All right, so putting this away, that's great. I probably should make a moss farm at some point. I've never made like a lot of automated farms like that, but it looks interesting. And actually, I think now that I'm looking at it, the last thing I want to do here is make some chests, because we don't have any around. So I need some place to store some of these crops and whatever. So I'm gonna just make two, I guess, for right now. Put it down there and then cover a side with a trapdoor because it looks nice, I guess. I don't know. It's cool. It's fun. It's interesting. That'll do. I think that'll be a good thing to do. And you can still open it from there. That's fine. I like that a lot. I think this is really populated. I love the way this looks. Going back into my camera, looking at all the floors and looking at the way everything looks. I mean, this is the way it looks from my perspective here. It looks kind of nice. You know, we have all these things growing and some tall grass here, some chests, some space. And then looking back into the other buildings from other perspectives that you haven't seen, we have the barrels and the furnaces just kind of crowded around a corner. This little crevice right here, this spruce door that's kind of just to cover that little table. And then moving down to the second floor, we have our closet with the chests and things like that, our little table, some barrels and spruce leaves just kind of sitting on this thing, and a barrel and some more carpet. And then moving down to the bottom, we have another, like a chest thing sitting on this table kind of thing, and you know, another table here and some crafting table and furnaces that we just kind of have around just to kind of like make this place look lived in. And that's it. I think for today, that's not bad. I want to look at this in free cam a little just because I haven't really seen it, but I am actually really ecstatic ecstatic about how this came out. It is so good. It actually, I love the mess though. Like it's a mess of colors, it's a mess of stuff, but it looks really good. And actually I kind of want to repeat this on the top. I'm actually going to go change that right now because it does look quite nice. I just need more spruce. I do have more. I don't like using this, but I have to. I've run out of spruce. I need to go get more. There should be more at home. I just gotta like actually go over there and get it. All right, so there and there. That should fix it. Let's look at it again. Yeah, that finishes everything off. I think that makes sense. I'm happy with it. Let's head back downstairs and end off the episode because I'm very happy with today's recording. It has probably been quite long. This has been the longest I've recorded since I've got here. But I'm very happy with it. And that will also be a building at some point. I think we're actually, well, I would fill it in, but I'll worry about it later. But right now, I'm very happy with this building. Our road is here. I didn't realize how much we encroached on the road, actually. I'm okay with that, though. I think it was supposed to be this big, and we actually ended up bringing the house out to this point. I didn't mean to do that. In my head, I didn't want to do that, but it ended up being like this. So the road is a little, you know, covered in some places, but I already talked about being okay with that, so that's fine. As long as this building doesn't do that as much, it should be fine, because I don't have space to do that. But yeah, this is good. This is nice. I think it's a good start. Once we have an actual city going through here, it'll be very, very interesting. I just wish it was easier to build some of these things, but it's still fun to do. And I was actually really enjoying doing interiors on this thing. So yeah, there's now a building in here. It's already starting. This solar punkish kind of build is here. It's not going to be like super high-techy, like I said. It's going to look, you know, more like they're using the resources, but they're just kind of replanting and putting things. That means I need more trees and plants around and grass and things like that. So we'll see. It's a unique take on this, I think. And it's just kind of like also the materials that I have on me at the time. So I don't have the time to actually go creative build and collect certain things, so I'm okay with the way things look. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was definitely a departure from like our normal building style and stuff, but I'm very happy with it. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, I hope you guys consider sticking around and subscribing, because this has been a lot of fun. I'm very excited to actually do more of these buildings, because this actually came out really nice. I'm excited to actually improve these, because they're going to definitely look better as time goes on. The other thing I want to mess with is banners. I've never touched the banners in this game, and I don't know how they work at all, so it's going to be a very interesting process of learning that. But if you guys enjoyed, consider sticking around, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next episode. See you guys then. Bye.